Realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Beautiful words from Eckhart Tolle. And in today's episode, I'm using that lovely quote as the foundations of our mindset minutes. So here we go. Being in the present moment. Oh my gosh. All the times that I have got stressed and worried and filled my head with crippling anxiety is when I've been thinking into the future or in the past. 100%. And I remember really, really, really getting very, very stressed out about a situation I was in years ago, to the point where I was making myself ill and I couldn't even hear what people were saying to me when I was in a conversation, because I couldn't turn the anxiety, the chatter inside my head, I couldn't turn it off. And so that for me is like a very extreme example of this quote, and how actually bringing ourselves back to the present moment was how I got out of that really stressful situation. Really just being mindful and being present. Now, I love looking back. I love looking forwards. I like planning. You all know that. But when it's serving us, not when it's damaging us. And so this one is relatable to your art making, to your life, to all sorts. And I always say to my children, having control over your brain is one of the biggest things you could ever develop in life. Being able to control your brain, not completely, but as much as possible. And being in the moment, the power of now, is such a big part of that. Here's another quick story. I lost my nan recently, and it was the day of the funeral, and I had to take the kids to school. And I was really upset. I was really, 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 really upset. And I remember being in the car doing the drive, and all I wanted to do was cry. And what I had to do in that moment was the power of now. Stop getting in my head, stop the mental chatter. And I literally just went through my senses. Some of you might be aware of this activity to bring yourself back into the present moment. So if you find your head getting really out of control with thoughts, and you just need to be in the moment right now, is to bring yourself back to your senses, your touch. What can you taste? What can you smell? What can you see? What can you hear? And that's what I did in the car that day. I was listening to the radio. I could hear the children in the back. I saw the trees. I can still see those trees now. And I close my eyes, I can see the trees. This is also the power of now, because when you really pay attention to the power of now, you remember, especially when you're using your senses. This is such a great tip of using your senses. So I also remember a long time ago how I went on a spa trip with my sister and my mum. And I remember being at the spa and I felt so relaxed. I just felt like I was in the now moment. And I didn't want that feeling to end. And I also didn't want that memory to ever leave me. I don't know about you, but you sometimes think, I'll remember this moment forever. And then someone asks you about a holiday that you took and you go, I don't remember that holiday at all. My memory is awful, I have to say. Like, I literally, things can happen, significant things can happen. I don't remember any details about them. And I've realized why that is, because I have ADHD. My mind is on all the time. So when I'm in the moment, quite a lot of the time, my brain isn't in the moment. My brain is having like a million different thoughts. And so I don't remember things very well. So for me, the power of now is very helpful, especially if I want to remember something. And it goes back to that feeling of bringing myself back. And that day when I was at the spa, and I'll never forget it because now it's imprinted in my mind. I was sat on a hill. We just checked out. My sister and my mum had disappeared somewhere. I sat by myself with my journal and I looked at the trees and the view, and I thought, I never want to forget this moment. And I was intentional about not forgetting it by taking in the sounds, the sights, the feeling, the taste, the journaling, the writing. and I closed my eye and saw the picture, whilst I was there. I saw the scene, closed my eyes. I did everything I could to remember that moment, and I have not forgotten it. And so the power of now is really powerful for moments like that as well, to bring yourself into this moment, to think, I want to cherish this moment. It's also great for stillness. So when you bring yourself to the present moment through your senses, right here, right now, I'm sat in this room, I'm looking at a yellow curtain, when you silence that mental chatter and the thinking of the future and the past and all the things you have to do, let them go and bring yourself right into the moment. The more you can do that, the more you are opening yourself up to intuition. That part of yourself that knows the answers, it knows creativity, it knows what to say yes to and no to, it knows exactly the direction that you need to take. But we don't have access to our intuition because quite often we are filled with noise and chatter and ads and all the things in life that just distract us from now, this moment right here, right now. And so the more you take time to have that stillness, the more you tap into that intuition. The other thing as well, when you're making art, is that quite often, I don't know if you found this, but you can be making art and really overthinking it, like really getting in your own head. I was doing it last week with a sculpture, just thinking, where is this going? Oh, it's going to probably end up like a tiny little piece. I kept painting all these pictures of how this stone was going to end up. It was ridiculous. And when I just got into the moment and got in with the stone and looked at it and became one with the stone, as cheesy as that sounds, and I got in my flow. That again is being in the moment. I'm not overthinking, like, should I file it here? Should I do this to it? Should I do that to it? I was just in the flow, just going with it, feeling it, and just using my intuition. Again, the power of now, just being with that stone and going with the flow. So I hope that helps you. I'd love to encourage you right this moment now to take that time to be in the present moment right now. As soon as you finish listening to this, or do it right now, take 2 minutes to be in the moment, using all of your senses to feel, to smell, taste, see, hear, sit in the garden, sit in a room by yourself, and take a minute. Set a timer on your phone to be in the moment. If thoughts come, blow them away and be really present. There we go. I'll be back next week for some more Mindset Minutes. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Take care.